think they're gonna start soon, depending. Oh, here we go.
Oh, hello, hello, Speed Gaming people. Welcome to or one of the Super Mario Sunshine 80% tournament matches between Mevius and Panga. I am Samurai Man as your commentator. Joining me is my friend Average Stray. How are you?
Good. How are you, Samurai Man?
I'm doing good. It's pretty late here, but I'm up here doing this commentary.
I'd say it's worth it.
It's definitely worth it.
This should be a pretty good match. We got two players, each having a 116, and they're both really solid, obviously, because of that.
Indeed, both runners being a top runners for the game. I'm not quite sure how Panga has been running the game recently, but I believe
he's been doing some practice recently. I think Mevius is playing more actively, though, from what I've seen.
Alright. So far, what I've noticed, both runners on the Japanese version, so no
version advantage.
Yep.
And yeah, basically, Mevius is a Japanese player. I don't know when he started, but that's all you gotta know. And then PangaeaPanga is famous for his Mario Maker stuff and Mario World blindfolded speedrun. You probably recognize him. So just, you know, should be a good match.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good match. But first of all, before we start the match, we have to watch these amazing
cutscenes.
Memorable cutscenes.
Very memorable when you've seen them 1,000 times.
Yeah, indeed.
I hope to be of assistance.
I guess I gotta root for Panga just out of you know, Americanness maybe. But I really have no preference, you know, who wins this.
I'm hoping for a close race, so I don't unfortunately have my who I want to win.
A close race is always more fun to commentate than a not close race.
Exactly. I believe maybe it's gonna be like more solid, but I shouldn't count off Panga. I don't know how he has been practicing or derusting, so he may pull something nice for us.
I'm not sure like how good Panga's early game generally is. Like generally players either have a solid early game, then like kind of choke in late game, or the early game is lacking, but then they have a really solid late game. So I guess we'll just see what happens.
Yeah, that's usually a good point, pointing out that sometimes a runner may have a good end game, then they have a bad beginning, but then it's a backwards for other runners, so it'll be interesting to see. And we'll see how luck is gonna favor the runners.
Yeah, luck plays a huge factor for sure in this run.
Yes.
And both players went for the same setup to get under the shine with the backflip. That was kind of cool. I still don't do that, but I feel like it became more common over the years.
I think it's a common strat for everybody to do. I just hover.
Yeah. See, we're too old school for that nonsense. We don't need a setup.
Yeah, exactly.
You can just hover and you'll pretty much always get it, so I don't know. To each their own. So I guess let me check the bracket really quick to see like if someone advances, who else is around them. So okay, so the winner of this match will play the winner of JJ Plays Games and Freud Tofu. I feel like JJ is probably the favorite in that, but you know, anything can happen, so see how that goes, I guess.
And speaking of that matchup, you just said JJ and Freud Tofu are gonna play against each other.
Oh, that's right. You're right.
Just in less than an hour in another channel.
Which channel is that going to be on, if you know by any chance?
Sorry?
You know what channel it's going to be on?
I think it's Speedcoming 4. I can check the Speedcoming schedule.
I totally forgot. So yeah, I think on Speed Gaming 4, the match I just mentioned is going to take place in less than an hour. So we'll find out sooner than I even thought.
Delfino is completely free of his vile handiwork. Mario shall not be allowed to leave. Court adjourned.
Yeah, we are approaching the end of this tournament. We're approaching top 8, which should be some really good matches.
Yes, top 8. This match is gonna see I mean, like, whoever wins this match is gonna get to top 8, and the winner has to take against JJJ or Fred Dobu.
Okay, Fiesel confirmed it's going to be on Speed Gaming 4. Nice. Thanks, Fiesel.
Thank you, Fiesel. So, should we talk about some, like, well, no PAL version, so we don't have to talk about the Surdown version because but
When you got the same version, it's pretty convenient. You don't have to talk about that.
Yeah, like, we're gonna see it's just a really similar strat with some of the signs.
Like on EYG, we're gonna see the same setup where they cannot do fruit storage. They gotta throw the fruit into the gate and then get it from there, which wastes a little bit of time. But Japanese version saves time over English from load times for Delfino Plaza.
But then Sirona beat 6 is a thing there, so your Spanish play has to be on point if you want to be good at on JP version.
Yeah, it's got that stricter group cleaning requirement, of course. Can't forget that.
So what do you think? Are the runners gonna go for the swag strat? Oh, Panga!
Ooh, Panga going for the scumbag movement.
Oh,
a little bit sloppy though.
Oh boy.
You gotta pretty much be perfect on that to save time. Unfortunately, you know, props for going for it, but not the best.
Half a second time save all happening there for Panga.
Could have saved half a second. That's very minor though, in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, it's very minor. However, when you get to the top level, everything matters. Then you have to go for.
Yeah, that just goes to show like the ridiculous stuff top players will go for to save every little bit of time they can. They're willing to lose a lot of time at the chance of saving a little bit of time.
Yeah, and doing all those crazy stuff then can just lose your run because it's just way harder. And yeah, like I remember how this game just became very hard in 2014, but then this just got even harder now.
Yep.
With all this crazier stuff. So both runners not going for a quick kill.
That's a little surprising to me. I felt like at least Panga would go for it, but now they're playing doing quick kill, and Panga doing the floating banana glitch. I can't even talk right now.
Japanese version only glitch. There, you throw a banana while you land with a spinning, then you grab the fruit while it's throwing. It's gonna nice trick to so.
I mean, you gotta wait for Shadow Mario to come back anyways, so you may as well just show off in the meantime. So we see our first bit of RNG that plays a factor with where the spider ends up.
I don't think any of the runners has been getting a horrible RNG when the spider just goes out of bounds.
Okay, Panga gets a much better spider, but that will allow him to catch up and take the lead if he gets good wimbo wall kicks. Those are very nice wimbo wall kicks.
Yeah, that was a good one. Maybe it was a little bit slower there. He has to set up.
Yeah, Panga was able to do the setup where you slide down for like a frame and then start wall kicking from there. Mevius did the side flip setup. Both players on pace for a sub 1030 Bianco 2.
When you have run this game so much, you just memorize all of the splits. You don't even need your own splits anymore. They're all in your head.
Yeah, literally the splits are only for the viewers at some point.
Maybe he was using the, well, just a small interesting point there that Panga is doing a backflip for spam spray, and Mevius is not doing backflip for spam spraying. I don't think there's like a...
I think it's personal
there.
preference.
Yeah.
There's really no difference in them.
I always prefer just doing the backflip to like make sure that everything is hitting from spam spray.
Yeah, I like backflip because it feels like it's more concentrated on his mouth. When you're on the ground, it feels like most of it's missing for some reason. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm always carrying when I'm running myself this game.
And 10:26 start from Panga, very nice. 10:28 from Mevius.
Maybe it's just a 2 seconds defense, and the lead can change. The run just started. Bingo 3, the very worst secret shrine where Shadow Mario is just taking away your blood, and you have to go through the secret in a Super Mario 64 way without having blood or any
without
help.
some hovering cheats to help you.
Yeah, over to win.
You had to play through legit no cheats in the secret stage. I doubt either player is gonna go for like the super risky strat on this level.
I thought Panga or Mevius are gonna go for it.
I don't think they will in a race, but who knows?
Yeah, maybe in a personal best.
Panga might prove me wrong right now.
Yeah, let's see. It says 0.4 seconds, but
Okay, he's playing it safe. That's what I thought.
The price of that is just very small, and if you happen to mess it up, the cycles are so strong if you still keep going and you don't die at the end.
Yeah, it only saves like 0.3 seconds if you do a jump dive at the very start, and the movement's a lot harder.
Every secret has the cycles except Pieta 5. So the movement is important if you want to keep up with the cycles.
Uh-huh. And Gelato 1, but we don't see Gelato 1.
Yeah, we don't see that. There's no cycles actually.
Nope, it's just a bunch of blocks.
That's true. So, they want to open Rico 1. Do you want to explain what is going on?
So they're not done with Bianco yet, obviously. However, they want to immediately unlock Rico to remove some event cutscenes between stages, and also perform travel skip, which is when they unlock Rico and enter Bianco at the same time. It essentially plays 2 cutscenes overlapping, and it saves that extra movement. Looks like Panga's shot almost missed there, but he got it. And he gets travel skip.
Looked like that.
It was like a delayed hit.
Yeah, the cutscene looks really weird, but that's just the effect of that. And it saves time to go back to Bianco. However, if you happen to fail it, I believe runners will have just enter Rico and do Rico 1 and 2, then worry about Bianco 4 and 5 later.
I feel like most runners just go back to Bianco anyways, because that messes up their splits. But I guess technically that'd be faster to do that.
Yeah, definitely. They wouldn't want to mess up with splits, but yeah, I understand that.
You cannot mess up your precious splits after all. That's really important.
So, Panga 4, red coins, they're always really fun to watch. Oh, Panga.
Ooh, minor slip up from Panga, misses the momentum spin, and Mevius catches up.
Yeah, that can change the lead there, just like that. Not getting
Still insanely close. Panga barely makes that cycle with the red thing.
Yeah, that the red thing will have just hit him and mess up his movement there.
It is pretty much dead even going into Bianco 5, and this is where we could probably really see if PD's nice for one person and not for someone else, how much luck can play a difference here.
Yeah, with over 700 different patterns, PD is yeah.
And on top of that, he can either give you tornadoes or no like 1 tornado, 2 tornadoes, 3 tornadoes.
Yeah, that's like so much RNG. So PD is I would say he's a gatekeeper of getting a Sunshine Run going on.
Yeah, pretty much. Except in a race, you know, even with a bad PD, you gotta just continue with it.
Yeah, you have to deal with that. Oh,
Panga slips up on some movement there.
Yeah, a nice backup. I never thought of that.
It's pretty. Yeah, you can like barely wall kick on those that windmill platform. But, you know, like we said, we could see Panga come out ahead anyways, sheerly from getting a better PD.
Yeah, we'll see. Like I said, 700 over 700 different patterns for PD alone. Yeah, that like the worst possible pattern will lose you over a minute. Then the best possible pattern is like you can see Panga possibly get it, but it's very rare.
Panga is on route to get the best pattern, but it's super rare. Mevius could get the second best route, which is a lot more common, but it's not guaranteed yet.
Yeah, that's like. Isn't there like 10 different spots he can land on? But
from this spot Panga's in, he can go like pretty much anywhere. Yeah, he didn't get it.
Yeah, he didn't go over the wall at least. So that's not a good
he's going
sign.
over there.
That's not a good sign.
Oh, this is not good for Panga. Oh
He has to
no.
hope he has to hope he just continues moving
Oh,
on. or not.
PD is giving the world tour for Panga right now. That's
So
gonna be a huge
Mevius-
setback.
Mevius might get a like possibly third place pattern.
PD is getting a
or
bad pattern too.
Yeah.
Oh, going to. Oh no, he zigzagged.
What is the movement? It
So
is.
both players got a pretty rough pattern.
Panga still needs one more hit.
I think Panga's is worse. Oh, it's definitely worse.
Yeah, it's even worse.
Over the wall from there. Oh no. Mevius is
takes-
going to be in a pretty big lead right here.
It takes forever for PD to go over
Oh
the
man,
wall.
I'm pressing F for Panga right now. And mentally, of course, not in the chat.
Yeah.
By the way, the PB of each player, Panga has a 116.47 and Mevius has a 116.18, I think.
Yeah, I think it was 116.
18. Yeah. That sounds right to me.
Mevius may have a better personal best, but they're still very good runners, and RNG is there to change the lead anytime.
Yeah, Panga has been
look-
playing well, but PG was so bad, he's not going to get a sub 17 here.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate, but I'm out
Hate
of
to see that
that.
happen.
Like I said, PD the gatekeeper.
Yeah.
I would say he's
Case
the
in point.
gatekeeper. So upcoming stage, Charlotte Beach, very fun world. You skip it. I like it.
Yeah, we talked about how we're not going to see Gelato 1. That's because we're doing a skip known as Gelato Beach Skip, where you collect the episode 8 shine in episode 1, and you can unlock everything immediately and just do episode 7. Right out of the bat. Right
Yeah.
off the bat.
It is a pledge for all of the runners that you can skip Charlotte Beach. It's just nothing else but auto-scroller signs. And speaking of that episode 7 sign, it's recovered sign to beat the game. You need to beat Shadow Mario in every stages to unlock Corona Mountain.
Yeah, it's not a shine requirement to get Corona. It's completing episode 7 in each stage is the requirement. That's a misconception. To people familiar with 64, it's not the same as like the star total progression they have in that game. It's just like
Yeah.
doing specific missions. That's why GBS saves like 10 minutes, because you get the episode 8 shine, immediately unlock everything including episode 7, do episode 7, and then you're done with Gelato.
Yeah, it is a very nice thing.
And Mevius gets it first try. Let's see if Panga can respond to that for the first try of his own.
Has anyone in a tournament gone for a faster GPS? Charlotte
I
Beach?
believe Dutch J went for the harder method one time in like his first round match.
And
Honestly,
I
for a
can,
race, it's really not worth it.
and I believe he didn't get it, or
I didn't watch it. I just know he went for it.
yeah.
There is a faster method that saves like 4 seconds, but if you miss it, your coconut falls back in the water most of the time. So it's really risky.
It's like all the times it's just goes to the water. There's no way to back it up.
Yep. I think Dutch J figured like his opponent was low level enough he could risk it and still win the race. So it was just for practice, I guess.
Yeah. Maybe you start with Charlotte Beach and Panga, gain a quick kill. Just Getting right there in a under the tree. He did the spam spray.
Apparently
for
Dutch
Mario.
went for it against Valu and got it, so he's a madman.
Yeah, I believe he always goes for that. He never cares.
Did both players get the quick kill?
Did it get it? Yes.
Oh, nice. Solid stuff.
Maybe you're starting with Pianta 1. You don't have a Yoshi, so you're not able to do Pianta 5 secret normally, to get to the secret normally,
Yep.
but there's a way to skip Yoshi by entering the tree, and we will talk about that later. And it's just, well, you can't get to Peanut Park yet, because you need 10... Oh, that's unfortunate for Mevius. But you need 10 shines to enter Peanut Park, and they will be getting 10 shines in this stage.
Yeah, we got a Pinna with 14 shines, which is more than 10, so gotta be able to do it. Panga or Mevius having some trouble with that last chomplet, but he recovers pretty well.
Yeah, with the last jump, it's RNG what direction they want to go to, and both of them are getting a good RNG. If they happen to go the other way, they would have had to do a little bit different strat, and it will lose you with a few seconds.
Also, they pause there to cancel the flood text box, and it saves a little bit of time.
I make the shine appear immediately, as it happens after the blood text.
Yeah, you gotta wait till the text box disappears for the shine to show up. You can pause to like do it earlier. And Piantissimo is essentially an auto-scroller. Once you get to Piantissimo, you can just go for whatever in-game time you want for swag.
Yeah. Interesting fact about the Japanese version: it doesn't play the music for a race.
Right. I always forget that.
Yeah, like
I take it for granted now.
yeah. So sometimes the runners are like, when they're doing like 120 shines, they're collecting blue coins, and then they think like, oh, I hit the flag. I'm pretty sure. Then later on, they just find out, oh, I never hit the flag, so I lost the race and I died.
Yeah. That's always embarrassing. It's happened in Noki 5 before, but you should never lose that one.
Yeah, Noki 5 is you have to.
This one, like, casually, I think this is, like, probably the hardest one. But Noki 5, I don't think even casually you should lose that one.
With Noki 5, I think there's like a interesting thing about that flagpole, that you have to hit it really well to actually stop the time.
And yeah, like, you can't really tell if you hit it except for visually in JP because the music's not playing. So it's a little, you know, gotta make sure of that. But if you're paying attention, it's not too bad.
Yeah, just pay attention in the timer. It stopped, and
If you're distracted by chat, though, you may not be able to pay attention.
yeah. So one of these, this is a very extra special sign that you lose a blood, but it's not counted as a secret sign. It's just like a design of the stage that there's a group everywhere that is burning you. But
Yeah, if you had flood, you could just like skip the whole level like easily.
yeah,
So they remove flood from you. But even without flood, we skipped the whole level because we abused some invincibility frames, and we cleared this lava just like that. And give a jump dive to this section, and we're already here.
Yeah, it's a very vast shine. One of the safest ways by using the really big palm tree left side from the stage, or go around right side to the water and use the water to take off the poop a little bit. Then
Yeah,
just
that's the damage list strat. That's for bingo. Pretty useful bingo thing.
Yeah, it is.
And SMS bingo, which is essentially like a series of 25 goals. You do like a row or a column of goals in the game. One of the goals is complete Pianta 3 damage lists. And the way to do that is what Samurai Man just said, which is using the water in the river to make a path.
It's very fun to do bingo sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Bingo is very good in this game.
Yeah, it is. So many rotten ideas there are.
So Mevius gets a slightly better pattern, saving like a second, theoretically. But the middle pattern's still pretty good.
So here Mevius is forcing chain jump to the pool and grabs the chain before chain jump is getting off from the pool because he doesn't want to go to the pool for some reason. Then that just takes time. Panga is doing the same thing. by manipulating him to go to there.
He's gonna time a grab to make him fall in the pool. Oh, he missed it. Oh, he saves it.
He got it there. There's so much.
That was a sick recovery.
There's a big window to get. You can just.
Yeah. he didn't give up. He's like, I'm gonna try it again, and then it worked.
Yeah. If he happens to
dive to the shed.
If you happen to just go away from the pool, you will have to wait a little bit, then grab the chain and just pull him to the pool.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the sign where you skip Yoshi. You don't have a Yoshi because you haven't gone to Peanut Park 4 episode, which unlocks Yoshi. But there's a very, very old skip. Very, very old.
Very, very old skip.
Very old skip. It's actually
like
the oldest skip
2010
in
old.
the game. Yeah, it's the oldest skip in the game, actually. You can clip inside this tree in many different ways and just enter the loading zone without ever using the Yoshi.
And Mevius did the Y camera huff setup, which always sketches me out because I'm like, why do you use the Y camera? Maybe that's just how you do it, but it's always weird to me.
Yeah, I think it's a preference there. Like Panga is gonna do it in a different way. I believe he back.
Yeah, the non-Y camera method. That's what I usually do.
Yeah. So, is the Jogster gonna be nice? Not for Mevius.
Okay, Mevius, he talked to him so early to get like the soonest possible thing, but still didn't get it. Because early cycle here is random.
Yeah, it's
But
completely random.
I noticed that Mevius, he mashed A and B to get extra distance. And I heard the dive come out. It was pretty impressive.
What about Panga's luck?
Oh no.
Same thing. And stopped in a corner.
Neither player was even close to early cycle.
It's like 10% chance to get that. So it's still rare.
I think with modern like movement going all out, it's more like maybe 20%, but still the odds are against you.
Yeah, it's just fair to get it.
And right there we just saw Panga do rat bounce. He manipulated the Chuckster to not stop in that corner by jumping on him.
And you probably have wondered how he throws Mario backwards. That's just because you press the Y button. For whatever reason, he just drops you backwards.
Yeah, if you mash A and B, you can go further distance-wise. If you mash Y, you can be thrown backwards.
Episode 6 sign, you have to just spray 10 piantas.
It's a free level.
Yeah, it's a free level.
Everyone has 218 on this.
Yeah, are you sure?
Yeah, this is probably the most popular level to grind because it has in-game time and it has just a nice culmination of movement and spraying and stuff.
So the world record is 218, like average stray state, but I believe it's only one person who has 118.
I think Feck and Syrup have 218.
So it's 2.
Yeah, in the whole world.
Like my best time is 212 or something.
I think mine's 213 still. Just to show like the skill ceiling in this level is ridiculous potentially.
Well, maybe it's just cross-board us.
So Mevius just completed that faster than I've ever completed it my whole life. So good stuff, Mevius. I've never seen a 214, but Mevius is just showing us up right now.
Getting 214 and
that is
almost
crazy.
215 in a race.
I think that's the best Pianta 6 we've seen this whole tournament.
Yeah, that is like really crazy.
Wow.
Considering there is so many good runners in the tournament.
Really just crushing both of our hopes.
Panga with 2 or 3, that will be good like 5 years ago, but nowadays it's not.
You know, just to cover up the minor insult. No, but it happens.
Yeah, it happens. There's like so many how many different strats there are like you need to do to save those extra seconds?
If you go all out on like basic strats, you can't even get close to like what the higher level strats can get you. Yeah, it's gonna be an unfortunate time lost for Panga.
Yeah, he's not gonna get under 30 minutes beyond the village. That is what you're expecting from a top runner. He just had a rough RNG with PD, so that you can just blame him.
Yeah, honestly, PD really was a fallback for Panga.
but it's still not over yet. Honey skip is coming up.
Oh yeah, it's
Found by
still
Honey.
very close.
Honey SM64 discovered this glitch where you have to enter the cutscene in the same frame and die in the same frame. There's a setup you can use, which is Mevius doing correctly. So you're in a corner there, then you hover a little bit, change to regular nozzle, then ground pound, and if done correctly, you will sidestep to the cutscene trigger and die in the same frame.
And he gets it, just like that.
Yeah.
And now
Saving-
Panga's turn.
Saving roughly 10 to 15 seconds, depending how well you set it up. And Panga gets
that
it too.
should be good.
That should be good.
I hope. Please work.
Let's not speak too soon.
Okay, he gets it.
Yeah, he gets it.
Yeah, How to Cantaloupe made the setup that we still currently use. It's a lot better of a setup than we used to use, so that's a really good thing to have.
The old way to do the honey skip with a setup was it was really controller dependent. That you had to hold up left. And
I hated
luckily-
the setup so much, I made my own setups that were also pretty bad. And
Yeah,
then
all
How
the
to
setup-
Cantaloupe came around and made a good setup.
Yeah. So there was another cutscene skip they get by entering the cutscene and leaving the stage at the same time. It's kind of funny that only Peanut Park has these cutscene skips.
Yeah, it's really weird how it's like only here. Ooh, is Mevius on pace for like a perfect mecha?
He didn't get the.
Oh no, he
extra
missed
there.
one. Dang. Still really
The
good
per-
though.
The perfect Mecha Bowser bike would have ended before you even grabbed that rocket there, I believe. Or you grab it, then you just end the bike.
Yep. And both players are using the Y camera for that DM shot.
Oh, I think.
I think
Panga didn't get
Panga
that.
missed his second shot.
Yeah, he missed the second shot, so he's gonna get the same fight as Mevius just did.
Yeah, those are both really good mechas. Just not flawless.
And doing the same thing for cutscene skip. When the machine parts are exploding, that's a good visual cue to hit the pause and exit the level and skip the cutscene.
Yeah,
Or
skipping both those
skip,
cutscenes saves like 3 minutes combined.
Yeah, combined.
So Pinda 1 would be a really long level if you didn't have those cutscene skips.
Yeah. So
Pinda 2, there's not a whole lot to talk about. It's I'd say it's the easiest secret stage. It's got a cycle that's pretty free. So
yeah, it's pretty free. It's funny though about this level that yes, it's in a cycle, but the DAS, Duelist is a speedrun, can't make the fastest cycle because it sure can get up there in the middle, but it's not fast enough to get to the last part. Fast
yeah,
enough.
it is literally impossible to make a faster cycle than this. As far as we know, like, as far as 2018 knowledge.
Yeah, as far unless someone just finds some way to gain speed while
Unless someone finds a
anything.
way to, like, spawn with flood in every secret stage or something.
That would be
You
neat.
could water slide and make it, but it's the only way.
That would make every secret level just much faster and easier. What is this Y doing
That
now?
Y
Panga?
camera kind of scared me for Panga.
Yeah.
But he doesn't die, so... And he gets the 1-up for safety. Respect for that.
Definitely keep up with those one-ups. That if you happen to die a little bit. Hopefully not at all.
It's always good to prepare, because if you game over without having memory card in it first, you gotta start the whole game over, so it's pretty much over.
Yes. Maybe starting off with a Peanut Park 3, I would say this is like one of the hardest shines in a Peanut Park.
Oh yeah, with the current movement. Oh, it is the Y turn wall kick? Okay.
Is he gonna go over the fastest threats?
Not
No.
the fastest, but like moderately fast.
The second fastest.
Yep.
I
And he's
think
gonna
he
do a momentum spin off this ship.
After
Very
60
nice.
coin, you can do that. And get the 7 coin, then he got there.
Try to avoid that Koopa. Very nice.
That was a very fast shine for Mevius. Let's see Panga.
Panga going
the
for a
same
slightly
strat.
slower strat, but still making it.
Oh, doing that. He can
See it?
still get the boat cycle, I believe, or he has to do just a regular way.
Oh, still made
He
it.
can still make it.
Barely. And then opting not to go for the ramp run for safety.
I respect that. If you
Yeah,
happen to hit
I've
one
seen
of,
so many racers get hit by a Koopa and then fall off this race or this tournament.
yeah, it hurts to fall off from there. Like it's risky.
That's like 20 seconds lost minimum.
So Pina Park 4. After you beat this shrine, you unlock Yoshi everywhere in a game, and there's a way you can one cycle this. And I wonder what kind of strat Mevius is gonna go for. There's so many different ways
There's
to
like
do this.
7 different setups for this. Okay, this is a pretty uncommon setup.
I believe he's doing it kind of my way.
Oh
But
yeah,
he
it's
didn't-
kind of like... Yeah, I've definitely seen that. I haven't seen it in a while though.
Yeah, I just have a different camera angle, so
I believe Panga might go for the old Nindide setup. I think he appears to be doing that so far.
he's not gonna take a damage intentionally.
Yeah, he's gonna lure these two right here like that, and then... Okay, then he's gonna lure...
That's a good setup.
Yeah, it's a good setup. That's kind of like what I do, I think.
All these setups for one cycle, they're just good. They're just good.
Yeah.
But if you happen to do the Nindide setup, that is the fastest, where you intentionally take damage, that's just very hard.
It's very hard. It saves like a second, but it's very finicky.
The thing with those enemies is that if you happen to take damage while you're in front of them, they just stop and look at you. They don't even care. Like, so episode 5 Shine is skipped because of Iwachi, and it's very complicated thing to explain. There's so
Yeah,
much.
so
going on.
he went back to episode 3 because he's gonna be doing 3YG. Okay, Yoshi wants papaya. It's pretty good fruit.
If Yoshi wants coconut, that's a horrible RNG because it's all the way behind Yoshi. So they need purple Yoshi. So that's what for you need to get that durian. They need this papaya to turn Yoshi orange later on. And using these stews to create a platform. One to look through.
Oh no, he spread it too late. He's not gonna be able to clip. He's got 2 stews though, so he's got a backup. Very nice.
He has a backup. That was
Luckily, he had 3 stews there, so he can get a backup spray.
yeah. One for creating a platform to clip through, and the other one to create a platform to move in a dead zone area. That's a dead zone. He can't move there, but luckily enough, that carousel is actually solid, so you can.
You can stand on Yoshi platforms, moving through like the park doesn't exist basically. If you're not on the platform, you just zip down to the bottom and die. And Yoshi platforms are a way to get past that and get to the loading zone, which happens to be there on the Yoshi go round.
And that skips episode 5 sign, and it's a minute faster.
Mm-hmm.
Both runners getting it. Nobody.
And yeah, and also they gotta throw the fruit through the doorway to turn Yoshi orange to access the secret. So it's a very complicated skip, but they both get it just fine.
Yeah, it was very nicely done. If you happen to be in a PAL version or just American version, English version, let's say, it has a fruit storage. Both runners are on Japanese version, so they can't do fruit storage for Yoshi.
Yep, English has an advantage on this skip because you can store the fruit as opposed to throwing it through the doorway and eat it whenever you want. Panga goes for triple jump there. Okay.
Yeah, interesting. Both runners still very close. Like, it's a race.
It's a race. It's definitely a race. So I think Mevius is gonna barely sub 40 on Penna, which is very good for a race. That's definitely like high 116 or low 117 pace.
Oh, getting hit by an enemy there, so he's not gonna be able to get the fastest strat by using the Spanish way.
Oh yeah, he's not gonna get a very good shot of Mario, unfortunately. And Mevius is definitely on 116 pace. If the rest is like perfect. And Panga just barely behind him. Both players had a very solid Penna. Usually Penna is where like the winner's almost determined because someone makes a big mistake. But neither player messed up really at all.
Yeah, after Pina Park, there's just a Rico Harbor has no RNG, so it's just up to you to keep up going. And it's actually Rico Harbor might have to be the like the easiest stage.
Yeah, it's probably the most straightforward. Though there is Rico 4, which can definitely be a problem.
Yeah, don't sleep on Rico 4, especially with the modern strats.
Oh yeah. And also, it's not really expected, but a death on Rico 6 is like a huge time loss.
That's something you never want to see.
You really don't want to see that.
Hitboxes when you are on a blopper are just like, what? What are the hitboxes?
They're a little bit sketchy. Sometimes you get like an invisible wall, and it's like, well, cool game.
Invisible wall, I just personally know one is invisible wall, and next,
You know the
next
highlight
to
I'm
the
thinking
boat.
of.
Yeah, next
The
to
one
the boat
with
there's a
Black Yoshi.
blopper bike, like, well, nothing so interesting. Very cool boss fight, I say.
Yeah, you know, as a casual player, typically, you think you gotta like grab 2 of the tentacles and pull them off. But if you spray them a certain way and grab them at the right time, you can just do the mouth alone. And, you know, pretty straightforward boss fight.
You'll see him one more time in this stage.
Spoilers. Not really.
Oh no.
I'm gonna assume both these runners will do the blooperless entry and blooperless race for Rico 2.
I'll be shocked if one of them uses blopper.
So basically, both for entering the race and doing the race, there's blooper surfing things you gotta use, like they intend for you to use. But it's faster to enter the race without one, just like Mevius is doing right now. And also on the race itself, they're going to do some movement to touch some checkpoints without bloopers during the race. And that saves a few more seconds as well. So we just skip bloopers entirely.
And that was a clean opening for Mevius there.
Ooh, very clean.
How he entered the secret. And now here in a race, there's a 2 zero-line checkpoints. Both runners has to hit in order to finish the race. First one, Mevius just hit, and second one was there where Mevius was just water sliding off.
And an 18 in-game time is pretty much the best you can hope for right there. Very nice.
Yeah, that was a fast blopper race. So Panga is gonna hit this first trigger, which is there. He has to go far enough.
That was kind of a weird angle on that water slide, but should be able to 19 still, I think.
He got the water slide, but he didn't realize that.
Yeah. Sometimes water sliding on these particular ledges is kind of weird for some reason. And 21 will still save him time over not doing it. I think as long as you get 22 or better, you save time with blooperless.
Yeah, that is indeed a good point about that. If you do a race with a blopper, you just have to hit that one checkpoint, which is the first one both runners hit, because the second checkpoint is like
the second checkpoint you have to hit. So
yeah,
yep.
You basically hit it regardless what you do.
Unless there was some crazy way to get the blooper on top of the wall or something. That's probably not going to happen, though.
It's probably not going to happen, but maybe we shouldn't speak so soon.
Oh yeah, and that level where you got to like climb up Rico to go into the top of the thing, you can just hover under it like that and skip the whole thing pretty much.
Yeah, I actually don't know the intended way to start climbing up. I believe there's a right one from a right boat at the
I don't think
start.
anyone knows.
Probably.
You just got to be creative and get up there somehow.
Yeah, just do your thing. Do something.
Rico's a really interestingly designed level.
Yeah,
And it's never clear what exactly they want you to do to get somewhere.
yeah, like there are just those arrow signs. Just go up. But how?
Just find some way to get up all these random platforms. And you'll be good. So yeah, like we said, Rico 4, very notorious level. Also featured in Mario Galaxy 2. If you mess up at all here, it's usually bad news, but as long as you don't mess up, you should be fine.
Yeah, these platforms or bags or platforms, let's say.
It's hard to improvise if you mess up here.
Yeah, like these are in a cycle, so don't mess up anything. So and you keep up the cycle, keep up with the cycle.
It's just like one giant cycle because there's only one platform that's not moving in the very middle. Ooh,
So
Panga safety right here.
Yeah, he's not gonna go for the fastest cycle Mevius did.
In a race, you know, that's actually probably a smart thing to do.
Yeah, you don't wanna die in any secret at all.
And then yellow cycle right here. This is like the old school way. And both players survive. Very good.
So, is this that spoiler match?
Yeah.
Rematch?
There might be a second blooper fight.
I don't know about you. I believe there is someone.
Oh,
Yeah,
look.
I see that guy there.
What do we have here? A second blooper fight. It's the same fight, except you gotta pull his mouth a little bit further. So it's a little bit harder, but not really.
A good VCRQ is using that like a logo underneath on the ground. Just a little bit further from that fight line, and you're good to go to release.
Yeah, there's kind of a visual cue which makes it possible to go for what's known as screamless. If you let go frame perfectly, the first frame you can, you won't even hear the blooper scream at all, but it's, you know, probably not worth saving like a frame to potentially mistime it.
Is it actually frame?
It feels like one frame, I don't know. It's pretty strict. All I know is that if Sided Williams is commentating your match, you better do it because he'll be impressed.
He's always impressed.
Sided Williams will always take notes of your screamless blooper and your Noki 3 movement.
Keep that in your mind, guys.
You gotta know your commentator.
So Rico 6.
Oh yeah,
Flop.
so Rico 6,
Flop.
we're gonna actually use the bloopers this time. And I feel like they're both gonna go for the faster route, which is like the reverse route.
Maybe
Except
it's not
Mevius
gone.
is not doing that, so
He's doing the older way.
I was wrong. This is the old route, which is about a second slower, but I feel like it's a bit safer, so in a race, that's definitely respectable.
Definitely safer than the fastest route.
Panga could save a second here if he goes for it.
Also, a good note about the blooper color. Green one has best handling. Yellow is like in between a top speed and a handling, so it's first. And purple/red, just don't use it, please. Don't use it because it has top speed all the time, and you can't have a good handling. So green is the best
Every
one.
blooper has the same top speed, except green controls like 100 times better. So always use green.
Yeah, with a green, you can just hold forward and have the top speed.
And I gotta
handling.
say, I am shocked. We got two 116 players, neither going for the faster Rico 6. Huh.
Huh.
I don't know if that's like a race-only thing, or they always do that, but there you go.
I'm not sure. I guess they just want to be safe. Maybe it's getting.
I feel like I haven't done the other Rico 6 in so long, I'd probably die going for it. I've just always done the other way so long. Sometimes the safest movement is just what you do most of the time, you know? Don't always want to just use a safer method if you haven't done it in a while. Shadow Mario quick kill on Rico 7. You know. Probably the easiest blindfolded shine in the game.
You just hold forward. You don't have to do anything else.
You can save like a half second doing a dive rollout though, which they both do, so.
Dirty Lake Secret. Do you believe both runners going for the fastest strats? Or I'm actually not sure. I believe Panga is gonna go for one of the fast strats with the first cube.
Well, hopefully Panga can pull this off, unlike his warm-up before this race. I think that was just him messing around, though. But yeah, dying at the top of Bianca 6 here would be a huge game changer. That's like 50 seconds lost.
Yeah, this secret is like punishing you really hard if you die anywhere after getting up there.
Yeah, dying right here is not too bad, but dying at the top, don't want to see that. And Mevius did the classic spin jump into Y-turn method that Tobo used to do back in the day. Probably still does, I don't know. There's like 4 ways to do the cube skip.
Yeah, there's like 4 different ways. Maybe he's gonna do a jump dive and...
Oh my god!
Those reactions saved him there.
Those reaction times though, holy crap.
If he didn't ground pound there, he would have died, guys.
So, basically what he was doing there, in his movement to like land on the red platform, he was a little bit fast, so he did a quick ledge grab into a jump dive and almost killed himself, but he ground pounded just in time to save himself. I'm impressed.
That's just impressive.
That is very, very scary. And yeah, here's what should have happened. Good stuff, Panga.
Yeah, that's what the secret should look like.
Standard kill for Shadow Mario for Mevius. I wonder if Panga goes for the quick kill.
Give me the spam spray.
Yeah, there is a way to knock down Shadow Mario pretty much like where he starts off. But there's like a really specific setup for it. It's not too bad, but if you haven't learned it, you're probably not going to go for it. So I wonder if he's learned it. Okay, he's not doing it. Okay. I was hopeful, but still a really fast kill without that.
What is Mevius doing?
Did he re-enter the stage?
Yeah, he did.
Oh no!
So
He was not paying attention, and Panga almost takes the lead from that.
Just a couple of seconds from each other now.
That is a 20-second time loss from not paying attention. Oh god. You don't want to see that, folks.
Yeah, like I said during Gelato Beats, it's only episodes of a sign that matters for any person to beat the game. Any extra sign is just extra sign. You don't need those.
Wow, Panga is probably pretty happy that happened.
Yeah,
He's caught up.
I hope Mevius is just not kicking himself too hard for that mistake.
It's definitely, oh god, you can see the tilt already. You don't want to get tilted from stuff like that, because tilt in a race is never good.
How did he talk so far from him? I haven't seen
you know, that's
talk.
the magic of spraying it. So in this game, if you spray an NPC, you can talk both further away and more easily. It's kind of a weird mechanic of this game, but there you go.
Manta fight and change the pace. Whoever gets the better start.
This is definitely a race to see who gets the better Manta right now.
Manta Ray has a RNG how they start splitting, but by using the hood there, they actually make it to manipulate to go away, but they get back on the ground, so they start chasing Mario. But now they start splitting them.
Ooh, Panga's looking better right now. I don't know.
Whoever gets purple pace first is pretty much in a lead.
Oh, a few more medium-sized ones. Come on.
I think that's
Oh, they're hiding. They're hiding.
That's the last one. That has to be the last one. Yeah.
Panga takes the lead. Getting the purple phase faster than Mevius. Although I guess purple phase is still a factor here. Or pink phase.
It can change the whole race. Whoever has faster the spam spray and consistent can just demolish this side.
I don't know if Panga's pink phase is going to be fast enough to maintain the lead here. Oh no, he's still behind.
Yeah, he's a little bit behind now.
So Mevius turned the Mantis pink slower, but he killed the pink Mantis faster, so he maintained the lead. Don't sleep on pink phase.
In a pink phase, they start chasing you, and if they're the smallest ones, but not pink, they just go away. You want to get to that pink phase as soon as possible, so they don't start going away too fast or too far.
Yeah,
let's
they will
say.
literally just like they will just hide from you until you turn them all pink, and you can find them all pretty easily. So generally, the faster you get to pink phase, the faster it is, but not always the case, as we just saw.
Yeah, that is correct. Like the fastest fight is like, let's say 15, 20 seconds
Super
faster.
fast.
Yeah, it's so much faster.
It pretty much never happens though.
It's rare to get the fastest
You
possible.
can watch
mana rate.
the new SMS task from Zapika Kirby to see how fast it can really be.
Yeah, and just be jealous. I wish
It's pretty
that would
much just
happen.
like instantly dead.
I wish that would happen in a runs, but yeah, it's DAS. So enter the secret by using this boo here. You can just get a
Ooh, double good entry.
That is a very nicely done for both runners. I
Ooh,
would say
Panga
this
takes
is
the
a-
lead though with some movement at the start of the secret.
I would say this is a scary secret for its movement.
Yeah, dude, the end of the secret, we'll see if they risk the momentum spin or play it safe.
Saving that 4 seconds or playing safe.
Is it 4 seconds, really?
3 seconds, something like that.
I guess that's right, yeah, that's about right.
They're gonna go for it.
Panga
Yeah,
does it, Mevius does it. Oh man! Very nice. But Panga takes a really small lead. It's neck and neck.
Neck and neck.
Neck
up
and
to
neck.
Kimbu.
It was neck and neck to PD, and then Panga had a worse PD. But maybe it's time for a change of heart, and Mevius gets the worst King Boo? Who knows?
Who knows?
I don't expect either of these players to lose time on 3 or 4, so it may just come down to King Boo at this point in the race.
So some of the Japanese runners, I believe all of them cast for that great feared strat. Let's say with a banana throw. I don't know why go for the ground pound. I guess it's just consistent, or that's just their method to do it.
It's just like Japanese tradition to do a ground pound here. See, case in point.
Yeah.
The American player doesn't do it, the Japanese player always does the ground pound for the setup.
Yeah, like
I don't know why that was established, it's just always been that way.
Yeah, like, I don't know exactly why. Like, do the ground
The ground pound does nothing.
Like,
It's a placebo, I swear.
if you ground pound, then throw a banana, you just throw it far away. If you don't leap, then you're screwed. You have to get the banana back, and that's probably under in the first floor, back in the first floor, let's say. But
That was like the perfect example of Japanese players doing the ground pound. You saw a side-by-side comparison.
yeah. With this game, there's always been like talking about those Japanese version strats and or Japanese runner strats.
It's kind of a meme, but it's also kind of true. So
Pinna parkour, very nice shine. Good
Pinna
thing you can
parkour, you mean
skip
Serena 4?
Serena 4, sorry. So you can skip this.
Close enough.
You can skip this whole stage.
Ooh, Mevius gets a hole in one though and takes the lead. Oh, close spin jump from Panga.
Just barely making it there. That was a weird
That was
angle.
scary.
Getting a momentum spin jump from the cube.
Yeah, this is so close.
Maybe it's not going for the momentum spin jump. Meanwhile,
Oh, but
Panga's going for it.
Panga
He's
takes
getting
the
it.
lead because he went for it.
They're neck and neck.
Or he pretty almost takes the lead. I thought he would. But yeah, Panga went for the momentum spin, which saves a little bit of time. Oh my goodness, I've never seen a race so close this far into the race.
Yeah, and
This is crazy.
these both runners are 116 runners, top 20.
Very
Okay.
even in scale, both these runners. Very close race.
Gimpu can change the pace, or are we gonna see a really close race?
Is
after
King Boo
Gimpu?
gonna get his revenge on Mevius? Or is Panga gonna get the bad end of the stick again? We'll find out.
With the Gimpu post spike, it has an RNG element, well, slots. Yes, a slots in use. So basically what you want is fruit at the start of a battle. However, as RNG is there, he may not give a fruit immediately. If that happens, you lose about 6 seconds. You have to cancel the cycle immediately to get possibly a fruit after that. So we'll see. Let's just see the bike so we can explain how he actually works.
Oh my god, this is gonna be crazy. And also they jump dive into the middle to spawn King Boo faster here.
Roughly a second or two faster. So
Fruit
maybe it's
for
getting
Mevius.
fruits.
Fruit for Panga. Okay, so far no extra cycles.
Oh, what is that grab for Mevius?
Oh yeah, better fruit movement right there. Oh man.
So after damaging Gimpu, he's never gonna be giving you fruit. So
And now they're
the next one is
guaranteed
always-
to get an extra cycle. It's not an extra, it's just like a guaranteed enemy cycle.
Yeah, it's guaranteed. It's not an extra. Nobody knows.
Because you cannot get 2 fruit in a row.
So now, runners hoping for no extras.
Oh, extra for Panga! No! Panga has definitely gotten the worst luck this run, overall.
Yeah, that is true.
Oh,
he
2
got
extra! Panga's luck right now has not been good this whole run.
If you get an extra, you cancel it immediately. So it saves time.
Oh, that is huge. That's like 15 seconds lost for Panga.
Let's just not talk too much, because maybe it may get an extra cycle here.
There's always a chance. But it doesn't
No,
happen.
he gets
Oh
the
my
first
goodness.
block.
Mevius pulls ahead. I'd be kind of ticked if I were Panga right now, because having a bad PD and a bad King Boo the same run, that's just not good.
Yeah, it's not good to get. Not good. RNG
man.
like that.
So he got 2 extra.
One.
2 extra is not terrible, but still getting worse luck by about 15 seconds.
Well, it's common to get at least 1 or 2 extras, but after that, it's just uncommon to get more than 3 or 4. You're just really unlucky to get more than
Man.
that. It's unfortunate for Panga how he got 2.
If Panga had the same luck as Mevius overall this run, he'd definitely be ahead right now.
Yeah, he would be ahead. at this point.
Easily ahead, like by like 20 seconds at least. It's the game we play though, you know, it's definitely got a lot of luck in it. That's just how it is.
But
There's one downside to this game.
The Gimpu is gonna be the last RNG shine in a whole run now. Now it's just up to
From here on out, it's all skill, and they're both the same version, so they both have an equally difficult Serena 6.
Yeah, you have to spray more of the scoop, and some of them may be invisible, I mean, when you spray. So you have to be more careful when you spray everywhere. To make sure
I
you
feel
don't
like Panga's gonna get a better in-game time here from... Mevius had kind of a sloppy start there.
Yeah, let's see. You usually want to end with a like 220, but as it's Japanese person, you just may not get it that kind of time you want. So 216, pretty good, I would say.
216 is actually really solid. That's surprising considering the start he had. I guess he made up for it later on.
Let's see Pangas. He's probably getting a like 220
I think
something.
he missed some invisible goop early on, I could tell, but...
Or
Oh,
219.
219! That's really good.
Just saving a couple
Wow.
seconds there.
That would, like, practically be a best segment for me. Wow. Good stuff, Panga.
Catching up a little bit.
He needs this. Panga needs to catch up with this, man. It's still really close.
Next shine, obviously Shadow Mario. I think we didn't mention it that Shadow Mario is always in as episode 7.
Yep,
Forgot.
and episode 7s are the key to unlocking Corona.
Lucky 7s. Huh? And another solid Shadow Mario for Mevius. Every Shadow Mario has the fastest quick kill, but they're rather inconsistent, so nobody goes for them. So they
Yeah,
instead
hardly anyone goes for
the
the really quick kill in Serena. I feel like
yeah, then just runners goes for the consistent quick kills, like both runners just got.
But that was a good kill, you know, before the stairs.
Yeah, like just before the stairs is the one you want to go get the quick kill. So maybe it's done. Panga is done. And
those players
with
with a sub 105 out of Serena. Very solid pace.
Noki Pay relying only on in your skill now. There's just a little bit luck in this first shine. After that, it's up to you.
And the luck is like negligible. It's just like if like a Gumi spawns under you. It's almost nothing.
Interesting strat there, but that's not gonna be able to make it for the fastest cycle.
Yeah, he's probably gonna get the second best cycle. Let's see if Panga... Okay, he's playing it safe too.
Oh, the side flip.
Side flip. Oh no!
Oh no. The ball. The sliding.
It's probably gonna be a third cycle from Panga. Noki 1 is a very technical shine that no matter how good you are, you're definitely gonna mess it up every now and then.
Yeah, it is. It has to be the most technical shine in a whole run.
Definitely like top 3 most technical.
Yeah, with Fast Corona.
Fast Corona, yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Mevius had second cycle, Panga had third cycle.
Yeah, that like loses a little bit time for Panga.
It's about 3 or 4 seconds per... When we say cycle, we refer to how often the mole throws bombs. So every cycle he shoots the meatballs at you as an extra cycle. So... In the Noki 2, there would be a blooper boss fight here, but we skip it.
What boss fight? What boss fight?
Oh yeah, you didn't hear? There's actually a boss fight here, surprisingly.
Yeah. It's probably sometimes funny that some of the runners starting off the game without even playing the game. Then
I wonder how many runners in this game don't even know this is supposed to be a boss fight.
Yeah, like that's a good question.
Like they don't even know what the intended way to do this level is because it's like such an old trick.
Yeah.
So they're using that spring clip.
They're using the spring to clip through the ball and just get the shine. That's the shine there. You have to get.
The shine's just there before even being the boss fight that apparently exists. There's a boss fight here, I swear.
Yeah.
But we're not gonna see it.
I think there's a boss fight. I don't know.
Rumor has it there's a boss fight here.
Oh, Panga, please!
My God, that could have been over, dude.
Don't play with our hearts, Panga.
Panga almost missed the room and had to restart the whole level. Oh my goodness. That would have been like pretty much GG.
There's no ground underneath, or well, there is ground underneath that level, but it's all the way down, and he has no way to save it. So
I say it would have almost been GG because there's still a chance of Noki 6 chokes or Corona chokes.
Yeah, those two technical shines too. So let's see about this episode. Shine, Rico. Noki 3 shine.
Probably the most slept on shine in terms of movement. You can really optimize movement here beyond what people generally expect. But you know, typically you won't make any major mistakes here. Unless you swim past a coin and you gotta go back for it.
About using the Y turn to turn as soon as possible.
And also holding neutral when you land on after the 7th coin, you can more quickly back up to move to the next coin.
Yeah, if you don't hold it in neutral, you actually have to wait a couple seconds to get rid of the speed. So Noki 4, this may change the pace. We will see.
Dude, if someone messes up EO, that could be it.
That can be a huge lead change. This is a boss fight
you don't want
to.
Both these players are very good at EO though, so
I don't
know what to expect.
I have heard they're gonna go for the fastest possible way to beat the bike, 6-2 strat.
You know, as long as you get even a 5-tooth, even a 4-tooth, just don't get eaten, and you should be fine in this race.
Yeah, never get eaten in this boss fight. It's gonna mess up the
like
whole
a minute lost.
It's gonna mess up the whole boss fight. So starting off, both of the runners are gonna spray the middle teeth first, and if they're gonna go for the 6-tooth strat, they have to start spraying gold tooth after all the middle teeth are sprayed. Then for the 6-tooth, it's just a regular corner tooth that will actually make heal to go down, but as it's starting to get ready to eat Mario, it starts spinning and then just closes the mouth for thinking that he tries to eat you. Sprays the 7th tooth, and here's he's gonna set up for a cutscene skip. Get hit by the tooth purposefully, having the invisibility frames on, and successfully get a cutscene skip while spraying the last tooth.
So Mevius got the 6th tooth with cutscene skip. Let's see if Panga can do the same.
Looks like a...
Oh, not quite.
That's a 5-tooth strat now.
But he escapes, and... Oh no!
No!
He couldn't escape the second time. Oh no. That
is a
is
big
huge.
time loss.
That is huge.
He has to get
I
double
was
more
hoping
points.
that wouldn't happen, man. Dang it.
If you spray any corner tooth now, he just goes down. If you don't wait some time and make him to try to eat you, then force him to close the mouth. If you force to close him, make him to close mouth now, he's just gonna go down after you spray the corner tooth. Eel is kinda hard boss fight to understand.
I'm not sure what... So he's trying to manipulate him to eat him again? Okay, there we go. He's got backups. And he gets the cutscene skip, okay. So, a good backup, but regardless, that's going to be a huge time loss.
Yeah, it's gonna be a huge time loss. Maybe he's sitting on in a really comfortable lead.
Mevius might just opt to play it super safe on these last few shines and guarantee his victory, or he could choke. Find out.
An interesting fact about the cutscene skip is that there's a way you can do the cutscene skip in English versions by using the air damage. So when you just do nothing, you get damage there. But in a Japanese version, the amount of frames you have for not doing anything and taking air damage is like half a second. So you have to take damage from a tooth to get the cutscene skip in a Japanese version. And I believe it has happened by accident for many players.
Yeah,
even
there's
casuals,
like maybe
even casuals.
there's a very small window to do the air damage cutscene skip in JP. It's happened to me like maybe once, but you can't go for it.
Yeah, it's just not real.
you gotta take the 2 damage to do that.
Yeah, you have to do it for Japanese version.
So the Japanese version is like in a few ways a little bit harder because it has the harder EYG, the difficult 3 to 6. And the tooth damage eel, but it's still like the fastest version pretty much, along with PAL.
That's true.
A nice 1985 from Panga.
So 1985. So maybe he's not going for the rope strats.
He doesn't have to, he just wants to play it safe right now, I think. The rope's only saving a couple seconds.
I don't think he's gonna go for the ham cycle, but we'll see.
You know? No, he's not. He's just gonna go for blue cycle right here.
Yeah, taking it safe.
I'm playing it hella
no.
safe. Hella safe. Okay. I don't blame him at all right now.
Speaking so soon there.
He wants to win right now. Playing it as safe as possible. Yeah, that was, ooh, interesting. Okay.
Very nice wall jump there. And
That was
at
like the ham cycle strat, just 1 cycle behind.
Yeah.
So, you know, very respectable choice to play it safe there. He just does not want to choke this lead. Corona is still a thing though, so stay tuned. Let's see if Panga goes for ham cycle. That could be something.
That can indeed be something.
It'll be something.
Ham cycle preparing for green peg, basically for a certain the moving platform thing, but
Oh, he's going for it, yo. He's going for it.
yeah, he wants that all the time saves now.
He knows he has to get this right now.
Maybe he's getting the almost Shadow Mario getting.
Oh, he gets it!
He gets the green
Barely!
cycle.
Oh my god. Panga is a god gamer. Oh, the wall kick. Okay. Nails ham cycle.
That is a very good, well executed.
Let it be known
Panga.
I called that he would go for that, and he got it. So my first good call all race, and it's almost over. Wow, man, that Panga's crazy. Definitely showing why he's a top runner. Interesting movement to Corona from Mevius. I don't know if that's faster still, because it's more out of the way. I know you like water slide more, but I don't know, it doesn't feel faster to me. Who
Yeah,
knows?
I haven't seen a comparison video. It would be nice to see a comparison video to see is it actually faster
I
or not.
am curious about that. It feels like it's not really faster, but my judgment can be off.
Yeah, it's always with like new strats. I'm like, oh, it looks fast, but then in
It's
the end,
faster
it's
because
just
he's water sliding, even though he's going way over here. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. So Corona Mountain using the
Mevius
basic
is playing so
normal
safe.
strats,
He wants to just win this race right now.
but don't sleep on fast boat. But he's getting it
Alright,
Right.
fast boat.
without any problems.
Good fast boat. And now we see the double rocket storage, which allows him to just rocket all the way up to the top. Just like
Too easy
that.
enough to get there.
Oh no, Panga getting caught under the parasol. It's gonna take a couple deaths on Bowser for Panga to catch up here. Not out of the question though. Looking like Mevius is on track for a 117.
It's gonna be like around mid 117. A very good time for a race. We haven't
Yeah,
seen a
both players
116.
getting a really good race time right here, potentially.
Just don't get RNG cooked there or bad cooked.
That's the key.
Bad cooked. There's a one ground pound that can maybe mess up his angle, but we'll see. Oh,
Ooh,
just be
okay.
careful. That angle
Good
was
reactions
scary.
at the Y turn. Okay. And that's it. Mevius is gonna take this one. I think that was a 117.28. He split late. GG.
GG to Mevius.
He is showing the skill you gotta have at this point in the tournament. Gotta be a 117 potential player.
Yeah, getting this far in the bracket just shows you off that you have to get this good time to run against me.
Even Panga's time is really good. A 118 in a race is very solid. That was definitely a good race.
Yeah, that was a good race.
Unfortunate for Panga. He definitely had the worst RNG this run. That being said, Mevius did re-enter Bianco by accident, which is kind of dumb. But
Yeah, that was there. Piri and Kimpu not cooperating with Panga. That made
it was
made
literally
it-
neck and neck going into King Boo, which is crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. I think Kimpu maybe just took the lead then with a better RNG. So Panga finishing up in a 1:18.38, still a very good time for
Only
a race.
about a minute off. Very good time. And now I wonder if he's down for an interview. I believe Mevius doesn't speak English, but Panga might be down.
So far, Mevius, congratulations, you're gonna move on to top 8. in the
Mevius
tournament.
top 8. Get excited.
Difficult to tell you about Princess Peach.
I know she's
Got some Japanese representation. With more to come, I'm sure, when Yamata gets there.
Yes.
Most likely.
That's actually a Japanese versus Japanese matchup. Yamata versus who was the other runner?
Well put, son.
Oh, and his next match, Reborn Prague.
Is as strong as ever.
Probably.
Oh, so in that match, regardless of who wins, the Japanese player is going to advance.
Yeah, for Yamata matchup.
Yamata and Reborn Prague.
That will be a good race too.
Yep.
So Panga is up for an interview.
Let's see if Panga join. Oh, there he is. Guess what? Hello, Panga.
Hello,
Hey.
Panga.
What's up?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Pretty good myself. Rats on the sick race time.
Thank you.
Sorry that, couldn't come out on top, but someone's got to win, someone's got to lose, right?
Yeah, no, it's fair. He put out a really good time.
Yeah, 117 is very solid. That's no joke.
Yeah, it's really good.
So what are your thoughts, sort of throughout this race as you were seeing how close you were the whole time?
I was pretty calm in the beginning, and then when I got the PD, that's when I literally just wanted to quit the race.
Yeah, it's pretty tilting.
Yeah,
for sure.
that is always.
It's like the worst part is it's like the second time it's happened. Last race was SB. I had the exact same thing.
Oh man.
Yeah, and then
This game hates you. That's why.
Yeah, and then didn't get early cycle. I was like, okay, great, but he didn't get he didn't get it either. So I was like, okay, cool. And then when I saw he accidentally re-entered Serena, I was like, okay,
or yeah, Bianca. Yeah.
or Bianca, yeah. I was like, okay, we can catch up. And then King Boo, he's like, all right, no,
so
I don't
you
want.
like.
Yeah,
Okay,
I don't
King
want
Boo
you to
owes
win.
me a better lock than he gets, right? But no, couldn't happen.
Yeah. So after getting the 2 extra cycles and seeing he got perfect RNG, I was like, all right, well, the only way I win is if he messes up Noki. So, he played perfectly for the rest of the game, and at that point, I was like, I had to go for ball strats, so I got E and E. I was like, all right, that's the nail in the coffin. So
Nailed ham cycle, which is really impressive.
yeah, unfortunately, it wouldn't have mattered, but I went for it anyways.
You won our hearts getting that ham cycle, though. Don't worry.
Yeah, I had to do it for the fans.
We're the fans.
For the fans.
So, yeah, man,
What-
crazy race.
Yeah.
It was fun to commentate that such a close race.
Yeah, thanks for commentating.
You're welcome.
Thanks for being in the tournament.
Problem. Always
Thank
a pleasure.
you, Samu, for commentating with me for this race.
And thanks, Trey. The same thing.
Oh yeah, also thanks to Speed Gaming for hosting this tournament, of course. If you want to
Speed.
follow either the racers or the commentators, I'm going to link them right now. And also the bracket can be seen right there.
Yes, the bracket is reaching up top 8. Just few more matches to go through for top 8.
So, finally, any shout-outs you want to give, Panga, to anyone?
Shout outs to the rats, because I did rats bounce.
Yeah, Rat Bounce. Shout out to Rat.
That's about it, though.
That's
Very good shout-out. And with that, I believe we're going to wrap this up. Thanks for watching, everyone. Is the JJ race happening right now?
I think it's on currently on Speed Gaming 4.
Okay, so head on over to Speed Gaming 4 if you want to see another race between really good players of the same game.
Yes, it's a matchup that the winner is gonna play against Mevius.
That's correct. But yeah, this has been Average Trey, signing out.
And this has been Samurai Man. Peace. Thanks
Peace
for
out.
watching.